Hello teacher, today I would like to present my midterm project. This is a topic that I think is extremely interesting, global citizen. So, what is global citizen? There are lots of debates and discussion around this question. It is around the whole concept of globalization. However, a useful definition provided by its form is as follows. A global citizen is someone who's greater sense of the world and a sense of one's role as a global citizen. Respect and appreciate diversity. Understanding how the world works. Outrage are social interested. Join the community on many levels, from local to global. Willingness to take action to make the world a fairer and more sustainable place. Take responsibility to their actions. To be an effective global citizen, young people need to be flexible, creative, and proactive. They need to be able to solve problems, make decisions, think critically, communicate ideas effectively, and work well in teams. These skills and attributes are increasingly recognized as essential for success in all the areas of 21st century life, including many workplaces. This skill and quality cannot be developed without using active learning method rules, which students learn by doing and collaborating with others. The concept of global citizen is no longer trained to Vietnamese peoples, but for many people, this concept still has a certain macro level. So, it is really difficult to become a global citizen. How to become a global citizen? Global citizen is understood as a person who owns two or more nationalities and can live and work in many different countries, meaning that they have a responsibility to build a work instead of just contributing to one country. A noticeable feature in a trend of global citizenship is that people can receive cultural value, learn, interact, and connect with the world. Or a citizen can both live in this country and have a job, live in another country. Becoming a global citizen will help citizens easily travel freely in many parts of the world, have access to and interact with foreign culture, with people, have more in common beyond part with people born in the world, like above. Because of such characteristics, becoming a global citizen is considered a trend that many people are interested in. Global citizenship is not a movement. Many Vietnamese parents believe that global citizenship will help their children's success, and that is the only one that motivates them to invest. However, this is not the only gain. In fact, global citizenship is a responsibility and an aspiration that can change the world, but does not mean losing cultural identities. Rather, before becoming a global citizen, you are a Vietnamese citizen. You need to ensure your own citizenship, not lose your right and obligation, principles of conduct, and culture of Vietnam. Language is essential, but not everything. It is not always that children who speak English well or many foreign languages will be proud. First of all, they need to have a sense of preserving Vietnamese. Before they want to become a global citizen, they must know understand the mother tongue, culture, lifestyle of the place of birth. The trend of becoming a global citizen is becoming a common trend. Investors have a life, work, and family in Vietnam, but can also become citizens of other countries and enjoy the benefit of two countries at the same time. In other words, international investment is considered a seamless way to help you realize your dream of becoming a global citizen. So, what features to recognize someone as a global citizen? Open and confident. Being a global citizen means accepting a life that is extremely dynamic and requires constant training. Today, the internet has expanded the global living environment, blurring the border of countries, constantly posing challenge, requiring us to adapt to new lifestyle and culture without having to go abroad. Therefore, an open mind is the first necessary condition of a global citizen. A new open-mindedness helps children to be ready to accept the difference of many different cultures, artistic way of thinking, and different meanings. At the same time, maintaining self-confidence is indispensable in building a reverie of a global citizen. Confidence can overcome new challenges in any country. Confident to learn new experience every day. Adaptable and flexible. As a global citizen, we must actively change our lifestyle, with meaning drawn in the customary. That means we change our style to fit the country we live in. Maybe in Vietnam, they are accustomed of gathering to party afterward, but in other countries, it's only one weekend. Therefore, observing the lifestyle of indigenous people is the first key to adopting and flexibly adjusting individual activity. Curious and love to explore. No country is like another. A global citizen is always someone who has the building curiosity and a love of discovery. They accept everything in the new environment with excitement, ready to experience new things. That is why global citizens always find it interesting and do not find it's difficult to come to a new country. They go to unique place in the local culture, learn the history and habits of the local people. They ask the question why to find things that make up the current way of life of indigenous people to better understand and adapt. It's me, yourself, in new culture. A true global citizen knows how to blend into the local lifestyle. Advice for those who want to become global citizens is don't go to places that are only for foreigners. Experience at local activities. Have fun where there are the most locals. Participate in local festivals. Always see opportunity, never back down from difficulty. Bewilderment and fear are only things that anyone has to face when approached to a new culture and thinking. Life in new country must be really difficult, but they don't think the whole world is against me. In contrast, global citizens see it as an opportunity to learn new things and try to take it one step at a time. They boldly make new friends, asking them for guidance to gradually get you to train in invitation. Grasping everything, instead of running away, make them stronger and more mature. Today, young people tend to set themselves as global citizens. To escape from the village point, every young people need to discover their own potential, broaden their horizon and thinking internationally. To do so, each young person needs to be trained in an educational environment that meets international standards to achieve the standard of global citizenship. The first, foreign language ability. Confidently communicate with the world. Foreign language ability is a prerequisite for becoming a global citizen, especially English. English is the golden key to the world. The second, ability to use technology, internet for work, study and research. And the last skill, being aware of the environment, surrounding community and grasping the work situation. Social literacy is an extremely important factor for a student to become a global citizen. Access to international open courses to learn, train, and broaden your horizon. And my presentation is thus finished. Thank you for listening.